Hey, listen, you take somebody great, and you put them around mediocre people, their greatness gonna go away. They're gonna become mediocre. You take somebody mediocre and surround them around great people, they become great. You are who you hang around. You are what you do. You are your habits, and anybody who tell you otherwise is lying. I didn't become great until I surrounded myself around great people. I didn't work hard until I surrounded myself around people that work hard. Everybody that was okay with being mediocre and not working hard and sitting down and playing the game and talking about other people and doing all this kind of other stuff, I conformed to that when I was around. When I hung around the opposite people, I don't tolerate the same things I did when I was around those mediocre people. Great people don't talk about other people. Great people don't make excuses. Great people be great every single day, day in and day out, no matter how they feeling, no matter what's going on in life, because their only goal is to chase greatness and to be great. So listen, man, surround yourself around great people. Surround yourself around people who make good decisions, people with good habits, people with a good head on their shoulders, because even if you don't have that, hanging around them, you will develop that. Remember that.
I'm gonna go. Before I stop something, before I hit brakes on something, I'm gonna hit the gas on it. I'd rather stay busy than us fucking chill for 3 months. I ain't with that.
And when you gifted, sometimes it do feel like you're crazy. And other people think that as well. Sometimes the journey that may change your life or save your life, you gotta be willing to go on it alone.
Your laziness is something that has to do with you. You're not connected to something deep enough. You don't feel the necessity. You don't feel the devil at your heels. You don't feel the fact that you could very well die tomorrow that will impel you to get something done. There's no necessity behind it. And the human animal, the way we were created, is when we feel pressure, we feel the necessity to get things done. We can move mountains.
Be fucking fearless. Be fucking fearless.
Fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. And so it looks like this ocean that you're gonna step into and drown. But as soon as you step into it, you realize it was not that deep at all, and you can keep walking through it. And I just love that visual, because a lot of times when it's like we have this anxiety around this big decision we have to make, if you actually take the step and realize that it's not death, you're not going to drown immediately. There's plenty of other steps you can take from there, even if you get a little wet.
A lot of people can't be alone with themselves. They can't. I can be alone with myself. I don't need to talk to nobody or nothing. I can talk to myself and figure it out. A lot of people don't want to face themselves. And that's an act of valor. That's commendable. Through isolation is where we reach elevation. That's when most of my epiphanies happen, when I'm alone.
If you take this from me, you will be a better person. If you decide today that you're gonna live every day like it's your last for real, which means have a conversation with yourself every night that, okay, that was it. May not be no more after that. And really count yourself every day like this could have been it. If you can do that, it'll change your life. You'll really start making decisions and living your life like this all you got, just this one day. But you could be a winner. You could be a winner on this day.
What have you got to lose?
Exactly. And that was it. And it was like, reframe that as I have nothing going for me, which also means that I have nothing to lose by taking action. It makes you a much more dangerous person.
Delaying immediate gratification, it also creates discipline, doesn't it? Because the man or woman that's willing to get up every single day and go to the gym and get their exercise routine dialed in, even if and even when it's cold, it's raining, it's too hot, it's windy, the car broke down, I don't feel like it, the kids are crying, my neck hurts, I didn't sleep well, I had nightmares, I didn't sleep long enough, I overate, I underate. Even if all those things, you're still willing to go to the gym and do it, that builds some high level of fucking discipline.
By telling you this, I'm trying to tell you that being tired is part of the fucking game. Okay? So it's not a valid excuse. It's normal. It's a constant. It's part of being human. And if you want to be a high achiever, guess what? You're going to have to acclimate yourself to being fucking tired way more than you're not tired. Successful people understand this, guys. Successful people do not use tired as an excuse. In fact, they understand that if they push through the tired, everybody else stops when they're tired. And so by pushing through the tired, you actually create a gap between you and everybody else that you're competing with. And here's another thing that happens when you're tired. Because no one else ever pushes through when they're tired, and because you're someone that always pushes through when you're tired, you learn this unique skill set that allows you to operate at a high level when you're tired. Okay, and that's a huge competitive advantage over everybody else.
Listen,
everything we think comes into existence. So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you gotta protect your mind.
Your haters are out there holding their breath, waiting for you to fail. Make sure they suffocate.
So you know what's the difference between me and you? What's that? I will never stop. You're eventually gonna stop. Odds are against you. I will never stop. I realized in 2020, this game is about the last one. That's the real battle.
Yeah.
That's when you realize your competition is not even 1%. It's a very small community because most people are going to celebrate with certain cars, women, accolades, money, savings, articles written about you. I don't really, it's because the bigger play is permanent. The bigger legacy doesn't last a year. Oh, did you see that viral article? No. So that's the part where you find that at the end of the day, the biggest thinkers win. The biggest thinkers win because the biggest thinkers can last longer than you can. Most people can, not you, I'm saying generally, like anybody is. Like a test where people say, oh my gosh, you see that guy's killing it on, podcasts, or that guy's killing it on, so that guy's killing the real estate, that guy's killing. Relax.
Yeah.
Way too early.
Yeah.
This is a 20-year race. We don't even know what's going on. Some of the people that were big 10 years ago, ain't nobody talking about them today. The best part is knowing, no matter how well you're doing, never believe in the hype that you've already made it. If you feel you've made it, you lost the game already. You're never going to compete with the guys at the top because everyone's going to tell you, dude, you're amazing. Dude, you're killing it. Dude, you're this. You almost have to be deaf when you hear that from people.
Wake up at a certain time, train at a certain time. Structure is the key to real success, I feel. You've got to be structured. You can't be just on the fly.